In this quick video, I'm going to show you how easy it is to make these felt name shirts. I'm using a baby onesie, but whatever shirt you use, you just want to measure to see how big to get the name. I am using my Cricut machine here, but you definitely don't have to. You can just hand cut letters if you want. I'm opening up a blank canvas, just adding a text, putting the name that I want, and then picking the font. I downloaded a font for free. I just went to Google and looked for free fonts. Then once you install it on your computer, you can close out your Cricut design space. Then once you open your Cricut design space again, your new font that is installed onto your computer will automatically go onto your Cricut design space. For the size, you just want to make sure you unlock it so that you can move the horizontal and vertical height differently into whatever you want it to be on your shirt. Then I'm just going to load it onto my machine. I use the rotary blade, and I always do more pressure for everything. I'm using just regular craft felt here and on a standard grip mat. Again, I use the rotary blade. It says that you can use the fine point blade, but I find that doesn't work as well. And I've had the same rotary blade for about 4 years now, and it's worked fine. Make sure your felt isn't overlapping on the mat. Get it straight. Make sure you measure so that you have enough felt. Your lines on your computer will match up with your lines on your mat. Just load it in with the arrow button and then press the little C Cricut button to get it started. And it'll automatically cut out your name for you. Again, you don't have to do this. You can just hand cut some letters and it will be just as cute. You want to be careful when you're taking the name off the mat because the felt does stretch a little bit, so you just don't want it to rip. So once you have the name cut out, you want to iron the shirt quick, and I always put a piece of small parchment paper in between the layers of the shirt. This will help the fabric glue from not seeping all the way through and gluing your shirt together. Learn from my mistake because that was not fun. I use this fabric fusion to glue the name onto the shirt before I start stitching. This works really well. It says not to use it on felt, but it works great, and I've put these shirts in the washing machine and in the dryer, and they hold up great. I do a little dry run to make sure I get the name exactly where I want it. With name shirts, I usually put the name or word right kind of in the middle of the armpits, so the middle of hope lines up with the bottom of the armpits. Then I'm just putting some lines of glue on the back of the letters and then just going to glue them down. Once that is completely dry, it takes a couple hours, maybe 2. It'll be stuck on there pretty well, and then you can start your stitching. Just like usual, I use 2 strands of embroidery floss. So I'm going to take this here and split it so that I have 2. Then I'm going to thread my needle, pull it all the way through, knot it at the ends, so then I technically have 4 strands of floss. I hope I'm explaining that well. I never know exactly how to explain what I'm doing. If you actually only want 2 strands of thread, which would make it very thin, you would just pull out 1 strand and then thread your needle, pull it all the way through, and then you would have 2. I have a little like silicone thimble that I use I only use this when I'm doing felt because sometimes it's hard to push through the glue and it just is easier to grip the needle and protect my finger. I use a hoop for this, but you definitely don't have to. I just feel like without the hoop, the shirt or fabric gets in the way, so I always throw a hoop on it. But if you don't have one, you can just skip this step. Then I'm just going to go up through the bottom of the fabric. Make sure you're not catching the back of the shirt. Again, learn from my mistake. It's not fun and you kind of have to start all over. So just make sure you only have that top layer of shirt. And I'm just going to keep going forward doing the back stitch. I try to stay in the center of the letters and just keep following the letters like you would with any other embroidery.
What will you pick? What will you pick? Okay, good.
When you are all done, you can knot the back and cut the thread off. And then that is it. You are all done. You have a personalized, adorable shirt. Again, these wash and dry very well. They hold up. You can put stain remover on it so these kiddos can wear them for as long as they fit into them. Thanks for watching. Please like this video and subscribe if you want to see more.